I agree what Mary's saying, but this needs to be exposed. And remember what I talked to you about the other day? I sent it to Glenn Beck as a news tip. I sent it to Breitbart, and we were talking Gateway. If y'all can send this, there's always a news tip on this. And send it to them, because President Trump needs to know what's going on in Arkansas, because his precious little Sarah Huckabee Sanders is not doing what she's supposed to do.
And I think that's also why he held back some federal funds for disaster relief, because he told them, if you do not support paper ballots, I will hold federal disaster funds.
Well, she lied to his face.
Well, that's true. We need to check on fraud too, because there's a lot of fraud in this field.
Yes.
Of course there is.
And
There's a lot of people in Lake City.
Mine's actually quick.
No.
It was something
North Carolina either.
that I keep hearing things about that come up in connection to all of this stuff. And I really don't know exactly what it's about. And I was hoping, but I'm sure somebody in this room knows. There's something going on between, or was, because it could be now, between Tim Loggins and Collins.
Belinda Collins Smith.
Belinda
Yeah,
Collins.
I'm wondering
You didn't have time to deal with anything, and that's, so, but what I did want to say before we had to get out of here is, Kenny has taped all this. It will be put on the Tea Party page. Share it. Come on to the Tea Party page and share it everywhere, because this has got to stop with the Republican Party. And so,
And also, if you want these documents, I will, you just come give me your email, write it down or whatever. I will give you the link to the Dropbox. Also on my Facebook page, I've done a summary, like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and summarized what happened in this section, you know, and put the documents pertaining. So if you have Facebook, you can go and read the summary. If you don't, I can give you a link to the Dropbox. Just come see
the
me.
summaries that she put on are excellent, absolutely excellent.
Conduit News is also a great source of information. My Rumble page also, just our angle, you can see some of the footage of the events I talked about, the convention before last, videos about Chris Caldwell, some of the others, ne'er-do-wells that are, ruining the state and, in this nation. That's all I'm saying.
Keep in mind, there's a reason this happened. 145 years of Democrat rule. Every one of our legislators, or almost every one of our legislators, our people of power in this country, they either grew up as Democrats or their parents and grandparents and great-grandparents all the way back 145 years. Sometimes that just doesn't leave when you change the label. And that's what I'm saying, is a lot of Democrat behavior attached to our Republican committees, our Republican chair, the head, all the way from the top down. So just keep that in mind. If that's good, that attitude's got to change. All right, if y'all want to stay busy for a little while, that's fine.